I was wrong about Bitcoin, completely wrong, guys. So what is next? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's video, I have 2 epic news items. I have 5 amazing charts, inspirational quote in the end. Yes, I admit I was completely wrong, but I will show you what I think that will happen next. And yes, I have little eyes because I had my birthday yesterday, 47 years old, and we celebrated it here a little bit too late a.m. in the morning, guys. So let's quickly jump now into the news items to share this amazing news with you that I read today, guys. Bam! First of all, guys, I need to admit, I said 120k towards my birthday on the 26th of May. We didn't reach it. The top that we reached was around 112k. Of course, we still have a couple of days in May, like 27, 28, 29, 30 and 31st. So we still have 5 days to reach 120k in May, and I was a couple of days off. Yes, Bitcoin didn't even give me a birthday present, but still, you know, that was my target, 120, and we only reached 112. But please understand, I called this target when we were at 74,000 US dollar, when everyone was telling you, oh, we will go to 70k or 60k. I told you, no, before you know it, we will be at 120k in May. So that was a very bold statement at that moment because most people didn't believe me. We went all the way to 112k. Yes, we missed the target by 8k, but I have still 5 days. But I'm going to show you this, more of this in the charts. But there are some news items that are very important to understand that could still push it in the next 5 days. So let's go into that news first now. The first news item is that the retail is not really investing at the moment, but huge companies like Strategy is. They bought another $427 million worth of Bitcoin between the 19th and the 25th of May. So institutional investors, companies, smart money, keeps adding Bitcoin to their portfolio. And they paid an average price of 106,000. So no, it's not like they're buying a dip, it's buying Bitcoin all the time. At 90k, 80k, 106k, they just keep adding Bitcoin to their portfolio. I think it will take another $2 billion buy order for them to have 600,000 Bitcoins in total. 600,000 Bitcoins in total. Strategy keeps buying. All the other spot ETFs, guys, had an inflow of $2.75 billion last week. $2.75 billion, all the spot ETFs combined, aside of MicroStrategy, guys. And if that is not the most bullish thing, then even JP Morgan announced, hey, I will make it possible now for people at my bank to start buying into Bitcoin. We will not promote it, I'm not going to push the people, but at least I will give them the opportunity to, within our banking app, start to buy these Bitcoin spot ETFs as well, guys. And I don't know if you know this, but JP Morgan has a total clientele of around like 6 trillion US dollar. Just imagine that a couple of those people start to push 2% of their capital now into Bitcoin spot ETFs. Like institutions, governments, the biggest tech companies, they keep adding Bitcoin to the portfolio. OGs, whales, I consider myself as an OG, we keep adding Bitcoin to our portfolio. Of course, our trading portfolio, yes, we sell, we buy back, and we sell, we buy back. Will be a hodl portfolio. Whatever we can stack, we stack into our hodl portfolio and becomes more and more and more Bitcoin. Because we believe that Bitcoin is way more powerful than fiat currencies, and Bitcoin is going to take over the financial system, and that there's a safe haven, a gold of the 21st century that you can store your value in without having the issues of inflation, like 8% a year. As long as Bitcoin CAGR is like 30 to 40% yearly, I don't give a fuck about 8% inflation. Even if inflation is 15%, I'm still 30% up. So it's very important that you start to understand this. It's not over. The bull market still not to start. There is a lot of demand, and we have not enough Bitcoin on the market anymore. So that was the first very important news item. The second very important news item, I already talked about this one last week, because in Australia, the government now needs to pay back all the capital gain tax that people paid on Bitcoin, as Australia said, hey, Bitcoin is not an investment, but Bitcoin is money, so we give you back the capital tax. Now in Florida, United States, they also introduced a bill to get rid of the capital gain tax on Bitcoin, guys. So they will see Bitcoin as money, and we don't want capital gain tax on that money. If that bill passes in Florida, that will shake up the complete United States. That will make it very, very, very interesting for all those billions of dollars and debts that is in the United States to start, invest and hold Bitcoin, as they won't be paying capital gain tax on their Bitcoins. And that's a very important decision that's going to be made in the United States. But those news items make me even more bullish than they already were. And yes, I understand my target is still 160K towards the end of this bull market. So if I would be off with 8K in the end of the bull market, so 160 will be 152, I'm still very happy. If it will be 168, I will still be very happy. These are just numbers that I see on the charts because of T8. That's why I gave a target of 120K towards the end of May. But I'm going to show you now on the charts how close we are and what we can do and what we probably will do in the next couple of weeks, guys. Now, let's jump into the charts. Bam! Use my special link down below here to sign up to Bybit and claim your amazing bonus up to 30,000 US dollar. You will receive $30 for just signing up. Use my link down below and click it now. Welcome to the charts, guys. Before I go into the charts, check this present I received yesterday for my birthday. It's a huge Bitcoin family sign. It's like lighted up. You can't see it now because it's not dark. Next to my, of course, there. My Bitcoin ticker, guys. Now let's jump into those charts to show you exactly what is happening to Bitcoin at the moment and what we expect to happen in the next couple of days, guys. Bam, there we go. Make my fist smaller. There. That's where we are, guys. A 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, we can see we're finding support on the green line, which is amazing because if we break resistance, this was a big area of resistance. We can see over here, let me draw it again. I will make a rectangle over there. Look, this area of resistance that we kept fighting is now beautifully turning here into support there. This is the support area now, which is really interesting to see. If we keep the support, we will bounce off and go higher. It was not on the 26th of May. It can still happen in the next 6 days. I do still expect to push to 120K targets. It can also become in the beginning of June or whatever it is, but I expect that if we keep support on this line, this green line over there, which is at 106,400, that is the sign that we will go up higher, guys. And can show you this a little bit better on the weekly chart as well. There we have that target. That target is the top of this green area over there, which is around 119,000 US dollar. That would be a 50% pump from that bottom, the moment that we had that hash ribbon buy signal, which is again a new buy signal, even after a little bit red and again a buy signal now. Look at MACD, full green, the lines have crossed. It's all bullish on the weekly chart, guys. This weekly chart makes me really more bullish than ever. This is going to be a beautiful setup to go to this top of the line over there, 120, pull back a little bit towards 100, and then towards the end of the year, end of September, beginning of October, to make that new all-time high over there on 160,000 US dollar, guys. Now, a lot of people, before I jump into some really cool other charts, a lot of people have been asking me, Didi, how do you calculate every time how much Bitcoins you need for your pension? Now, this is a website that you can go to. This website is called stackmath.xyz, and here you can, like, for example, like if you want to live off Bitcoin with 100,000 US dollar, and you're going to start the 24th of May 2025. It's like let's start like today, 27th of May, 26th of May, whatever, 27th there. Oh, you can only start at 26th, okay? So how many Bitcoins do you hold? You fill that here. Let's say you hold 1 Bitcoin. So if you spend 100K each year to live, and you start now with 1 Bitcoin, at the current price, you will be, bam, crashing down in 12 months because you will be like eating your 1 Bitcoin up. That's how it works. Now this one is built on a different model. The model you can see over here on the top, the power law regression median. That's what people believe, how Bitcoin would slowly, with diminishing returns, continue to grow in value. Now, you can do a lot of settings over here in the render. You can see which model or price or drawdowns. You can do all that, but let's keep it simple. 1 Bitcoin, you wouldn't survive 1 year, okay? Now, let's start to increase the amount of Bitcoins. The inflation is 8%, so inflation in fiat currency is 8%. So let's go up. Let's go up to 1 point, to 2, and then we go to 3 Bitcoins. You see, 4 Bitcoins, 5 Bitcoins. Here it becomes interesting, 6.8 Bitcoins. Because if you hold 6.8 Bitcoins today, that would mean you would be easily surviving all the way till June 2061, I think even 62. And at that moment still own 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.16 Bitcoin, but at that moment probably had a value of almost like $50 million per Bitcoin. We are talking about 2060. MicroStrategy and many other technical analysts say in 2040 Bitcoin should be somewhere around 10 million. Yeah, that's around 5 million here on the chart. So if Bitcoin would be 5 million in 2040 and you have, like, for example, 1 Bitcoin, you are a millionaire. So you can easily live with 100K a year. So that's how this one is being calculated. If you would hodl, for example, at the moment 10 Bitcoins and make it a round number, look, then it becomes even more simple, because then you can keep living. You will be spending 100K, at that Bitcoin price around 100,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. And then, you need to spend less and less Bitcoins towards the older you get. So you can easily live the rest of your life and still have like 3.3 Bitcoins in 2061, when Bitcoin will be somewhere around 50 million or 60 million. So I hope you understand. These charts are, of course, all examples, and some people do need more than 100K. Yeah? Some people need 200,000, for example. Then everything changes. Yeah? Then you would be even with 10 Bitcoins not have enough, because you wouldn't reach till 2034. So then, if you spend 200K a year, yeah, you need to climb up. You need to climb up. You need to go to, I think, 15 Bitcoins almost there. Yeah, let's say 15 Bitcoins. Now, there's also people that say, no, we live very minimalistic. We have enough in 50,000. 50,000, let's see how far you would reach with 5 Bitcoin. Ooh, 5 Bitcoin, that's already pension. With 50,000, let's go lower. 4 Bitcoins. Wow, 3 Bitcoins maybe even. 3 Bitcoins, you would live till the year 2046, which still is 20 years. It's not that bad. I would be like almost 70 then. But if I had 5 Bitcoins, or 4 Bitcoins even here, I could even live to 2061 if I just spent 50,000 US dollars each year of those Bitcoins. That is a really cool chart, isn't it? Now, then I have a couple of other amazing charts that you need to see. They are over here, guys. This is the first one. This one is, of course, the global M2, the money supply. The money supply at the moment is like high. And Bitcoin did follow up. We have been tracing this one all the time. I kept you up to date. Look, still keeping you up to date. Then the money supply dipped a little bit. Bitcoin dipped also a little bit. This is still the stretch we need to see to $160,000 per Bitcoin because of the money supply, okay? Very simple chart. Then we have this chart. Shows you the cycle bottom to the cycle top, where we are at the current cycle. As you can see in the current cycle, the blue line is the 2014-2017 cycle. That is this top over there. The yellow line, or orange line, yellow line, is the 2018-2021. That was a double top, but still, the ultimate top was in the same area over there. You can see the yellow one, but that was a double top, guys. You can see that, but also in this area we reached the ultimate top. Now, this is the current line, 2022 to 2025. We are not near the area where normally the top happens. We still need to have all of this, guys. May, June, July, August, September, October, maybe even till November. I say it will be somewhere here, September, October. I think we top out a little bit more early than the time before. Like we thought here was December, this was November, now I believe October will be the top. And the top, in my opinion, again, will be 160,000. So it will be there somewhere, that target. And I can really see this black line that we can see there on the chart. I can really see it just keeping like this, going a little bit up, down and down, and again a little bit, and a little bit up. I can see it continue like this all the way to that 160K band there somewhere in October. That's where I believe it will be. And that will be the top. And from there, I believe we will see a bear market again, guys. That is how I think that the chart will develop. Okay? Amazing chart. Now, the next chart I have is this one. This one is comparing 2017 with now on a 2-weekly chart. So it is a 2-weekly chart, please understand it. Every candle is 2 weeks. This chart is telling us, hey, in this 2017, 1670 bull market, we also had this slow hill upwards, and then suddenly, from a certain moment in 2017, we exploded with another 1,036%, all the way up to almost 20K. And he's comparing that now to now. Look, slowly crawling up that hill. Can we again have this explosive move of 1,000%? No, I don't believe it. I don't believe we will go to $1.8 million per Bitcoin this bull market. But will we have an end that is a little bit more explosive towards the 160, 200K? Yes, I do believe that is possible. I do believe we can push it easily to this area over there, so to the top of this line. I don't see this happening, but I do see these candles touching the top of that line. Okay? Here again, a very clear chart on where we are at the moment, and that we are definitely not near the top, guys. Also showing you the Bitcoin halving index. This is where the halving was, and mostly around 17 months after the halving. This is 17 months after the halving. This is 17 months after the halving. This was a little bit earlier, but it was the first bull market. But those last two bull market tops were exactly 17 months after the halving. This 17 months of the halving will again be the target for me for this bull market top, this orange line. I will just keep it stupid simple, but that is where I think we will end up, somewhere here. That is where we will end up for this new bull market top. And I've been saying this already since we were there, and people didn't believe me, and then we went up, and then we dipped, and people still didn't believe me. I told you guys, this is the time. I keep repeating it, this will be the target, guys. That's the target. And then we will be all out with our trading portfolio. Now, we're always talking about Bitcoin as an investment, but I think you should consider the core values behind Bitcoins. I don't think I spend enough time to the core values. The core values for me that Bitcoin has is, it has no founder, at least we don't know who he is or who they are. It has no ruling foundation. There was no pre-mine. There is no insiders. There's no initial investors. It has no office. It has no website. It has no paid executive team. It has no marketing team. It has no paid developer team. It has no starting price. It has no humans controlling it. It's the fairest money on earth, guys. It's unconfiscatable. People can't take it from you. It's a store of value. Nobody is the owner of Bitcoin. Nobody can knock a door and stop Bitcoin. As long as we keep mining Bitcoin or have mini miners, whatever it is, running on Bitcoin, Bitcoin is decentralized. Please understand this. This is the difference between Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies. Because all the other cryptocurrencies can't say these things. Only Bitcoin is able to say these things. The rest can't say it. All of them had a founder, all of them have a foundation, all of them mostly are pre-mined, most of them have insiders, they have initial investors, they all have an office, websites, they have white papers, they have teams, they have marketing teams. Bitcoin doesn't have that. Please understand, that's a huge difference between Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies out there. Okay? I hope you really understand that difference. Now there's one more thing I want to share. I saw this on Twitter. I don't even know what it is. I didn't do my research. Please be aware of this. But it was a presentation where the founder of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, came up with a new app, and that new app is called Chorus. And that new app should be some kind of decentralized Bitcoin wallet, at the same time also messaging app. I haven't done any research. I don't know exactly what it is. Just I saw it this morning. I just want to share it with you. Let me know if you know more about this, or if you are using the app already, the beta testing app or whatever it is. Let me know, because I'm really curious what this app can do and what it exactly is, etc. guys. Because we all know that Twitter is also starting in 2025 with their X payment part in Twitter. So is this like an attack of the previous Twitter owner to Twitter now by creating a new text messaging app that also includes a payment plan? I don't know. Let me know. I just saw it. I didn't do a deep dive into it. I just am very curious what it is, if somebody knows it, guys. That were the charts for today. I hope you really enjoyed the charts. Yes, short term, a lot of volatility, amazing again for the traders. Long term, my vision is still the same. Bitcoin is the best performing asset of the last decade. Bitcoin is the strongest store of value that you can buy into at the moment. Bitcoin is protecting your capital against inflation. It's an inflation hedge. Bitcoin is unconfiscatable. Nobody can take it from you. Bitcoin is the king when it comes to all the cryptocurrencies, more than 12 million different cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is the king. That one should be the biggest part of your portfolio. We are going to see a bull market up around 160,000 US dollar around the end of September, beginning of October, 17 months after the halving. That is my target. Towards that target, I am taking profits with my trading portfolio. My HODL portfolio, I keep stacking sets, more and more sets each and every year, each and every month, even every week. Every time when I earn something extras, 30% of that earning, 30% goes bam, directly into my HODL stack. 70% goes into my trading portfolio at the moment. And yes, sometimes it will be 40% and sometimes even 50-50, but at the moment, you know, just a little bit, because I want to make as much as possible profits with these Bitcoins that I'm buying now and trading now, because I know there will be a bear market. That bear market for me is still going to start at the end of 2026 and it's going to end somewhere in the beginning of 2027. And that is when I start to pick up those Bitcoins very cheap again. Cheaper than I'm selling them now or at 150 or 160. That is the 4-year play that we do as a family, guys. So long term, beautiful life ahead, especially if you check that pension calculator I shared with you in the last video. Really interesting to see how like 5 Bitcoins or even a little bit less could lead to complete pension for the rest of your life. 10 Bitcoins sets you safe for many, many, many years, guys. But that were the charts. Let's quickly jump now into the last part of the video. The inspirational quote for today, guys, is the 1,000-mile journey starts with one single step. Even if the journey would be 10,000 miles, it all starts with one single step. And I think that's very important for you to understand that whatever it is in life that you want to achieve, it can take a day, it can take years, it can be long-term plans, whatever it is, it all starts with that first step. If you don't start to take that first step, you will never end up at that destination that you want to end up at. It's very simple. And I think that is the thing that people are afraid of, that they fear. They fear that first step. So what they do, they keep making that step in that hamster wheel continuously, not aside of that hamster wheel, just inside. That feels very safe. Keep running, keep spinning, and they pretend to make steps, but they're not making steps, they keep hanging in the system. Now, when you are brave enough to fight that fear of stepping outside of that hamster wheel and to really take a step towards your destination, the destination that you really want to achieve, that is when life starts to change. That is when the universe starts to understand, hey, this person really wants to grab life by the balls, the bull by the horns, whatever you call it. That is what that person wants to do. And he showed it by taking that first step. I'm going to help it. I'm going to push it a little bit more. And the people around you are also going to be, oh, wow, he's breaking out. Let's help him. Some will be pulling your back like elastic, and most of them will be very happy for you, escaping and pushing you and helping you. But that first step, that's the most important part of all of it, guys. So please understand, a 1,000-mile journey starts always with the first step, guys. That was everything for today. I hope you really enjoyed my little eyes. I hope you really enjoyed all the information. I hope you enjoyed the news, the charts, and everything else. If you did enjoy the video, give the video a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the news? What do you think about the charts? What do you think about the inspirational quote? I wish you an amazing Tuesday, the 27th of May, my first day of being 47. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow again. Bam.